This is Michelle Ottawa from Channel 69 News. A new toy group has gone viral called the Actionfigurealliance. They are encouraging others to join the alliance. Numerous people have been uploading videos online in response to this. Let's see them.
Hey, what's up? This is Mython the Python, and I joined the Alliance.
Howdy folks, it's Cato from Cato's Collection, and I've joined the Alliance.
What's going on, everyone? I'm One Oak Customs, and I've joined the Alliance.
Hey, it's Sean.
It's Aubrey. I'm Brenda.
And we're Strut Family Crafts, and we've joined the Alliance.
I'm Travis Moody from A Toy Kind of Mood, and I've joined the Alliance.
I'm KJ, aka Black Genghis, and I've joined the Alliance.
Hey guys, I'm Laserpants, and I've joined the Alliance.
So, who are the Action Figure Alliance? Let's find out.
The Alliance is calling all collectors from far and wide to dive deep in a world of action figures you don't need to hide. Action Figure Alliance. We're on a toy mission for good, bringing joy and excitement. Action figures, it's in our blood. Join the Alliance. It's time to ignite the world of toys in a podcast spotlight.
What's up, guys? Happy Halloween to everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Techno Viking saying Happy Halloween.
Oh man, it's another Wednesday.
Man, you went off with the mask like instantly.
It's not complicated at all. I like to wear I'm gonna wear my party glasses though.
Okay, that's something, I guess. Lack of dedication, but you got the glasses, so you're all right.
There you go, party glasses on. I like my party glasses, even though they're like super reflective.
I think Trey's doing the same thing you were. I think he went off camera to take his mask off.
Oh, suffocating in that thing.
Well,
you almost had the like the gangster with the. There you go. Yeah, sup.
Oh, now I can see too.
All right.
Ah.
Yeah, this is the glasses here. Like the helmet's not bad and the glasses aren't bad, but the two of them together are bad. Not comfy.
I like the idea of a Techno Viking, so
I'm trying to bring a new vibe.
I like
What's up, everyone?
How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are having a good week.
I'm feeling better, man, and that is a good thing.
That's good. I know you were out. You were out for a little bit.
Oh, I got knocked on my butt.
That's better.
Right after the show, I went downhill so quick.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't gone and rewatched it, but I'm betting you can see me going. Like the longer the show goes on, I'm betting the more I went downhill.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at least you're feeling better, and that's what matters.
Glad you feel better, man.
How's everyone in the chat doing?
Yeah.
I see. I'm going to give a quick roll call to some people who showed up. Dave, thank you, man. Winford, also, always, having you here is awesome. Francie, what's up, man? Jay, the toy sorcerer, what's going on, dude? I like the way he spelled sorcerer too. Actually, he's like the toy source. That's pretty awesome. William, what's going on, dude? I got your shelfie. It's going to be on here today. Christoph Scuba, what's up, man? Zombie, always nice seeing you here.
Yep.
And then George. How you doing, man?
George with the luck.
I know, dude. George is back-to-back winner.
George, your stuff, your blowback is on the way. I haven't checked tracking in a couple of days, but I'm expecting it should be there pretty soon. If you haven't gotten it already. And don't worry, it is not all sorts of infected or anything.
You didn't see the crud with the figure, huh?
That was definitely packaged and ready to go before the crud happened, and that was what was responsible for the delay.
Well, that's
all right. If nobody else is gonna, then I'm gonna drop it too.
I couldn't hear, I couldn't see, I couldn't breathe.
I got a nice big spot on my forehead there.
Yeah.
It's a little heavy. It's a little heavy, but
I mean, I have a bald head, so those spots.
Oh yeah, and then you can see where it was pushing down on the glasses. That's funny. So guys, I think we got a good night tonight.
Yeah.
No special guests or anything crazy like that, but we've got a good topic.
Yep. Cool topic, some cool new things that we're going to show off. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got some special. Man, that red spot. Why did I keep my helmet on that long?
Right there.
That's fantastic. Yeah. No, I got some weird stuff in for the new hotness to show off.
I didn't get much this week, so I've been kind of on a buying freeze for Legion's Con. I figured hold my money because I'll go ham there. Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And figure out how to bring all that crap back with me.
And that's in 2 weeks? Not this weekend?
Yeah, it's the following weekend. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Jason, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Right on.
So while we're just kind of chit-chatting, we did have a NC Underground Toy Swap event this past weekend at Needless Toys in Greenville, North Carolina. And it was a lot of stuff going on that weekend. So there's probably about 20 people set up and some folks come out. But got some good things, some new hotness to show off from that event. So always good to hang out with friends and talk toys and just sit there and chill. So
I was bummed I missed it. But yeah, I was down. Time and space lost all meaning for a few days. I was out.
Locked in the dungeon of the bedroom, huh?
I had no interest in driving an hour and a half away, and I was like, nope, I just got back from a 13-hour trip. I'm not going back in the car.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm staying home.
We got one closer in December, so.
Is that Raleigh? Chromeg?
Yep, December 7th.
Cool. Wonder if we'll have like the really nice weather like we did.
I hope so.
Yeah. Last time around, that was perfect.
Yep. I completely agree.
Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, should we just kind of get underway?
Let's do it.
I think we've all got some new hotness to share, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's do the little logo show off. Very hot. All right. Let's come on over here. And then, first off, I finally got Falcon and Coral.
Nice.
Yeah. Apparently I was like last on Walmart's list. I don't order from them very much, so they're probably like, this guy sucks. Let's get his house, put him on the end. But haven't even had a chance to open them yet. But they look nice. I know it's a lot of reuse and stuff, but always down for some good classified. What else did I get? This one's pretty cool. I got a Luke.
That's not Black Series?
No, that is
third party
series. Yeah, this is JB Toys, something like that. It's a third party company. They change their name on a constant basis. The soft goods are pretty nice. The ankles have no movement whatsoever because the boots are hard and there is no cut there. So I am probably going to be doing some somewhat major surgery on this. So there is a joint in the bottom of the boot. I took it off. The buck has a perfectly normal, ball joint, and but yeah, they decided to put a hard boot over it. So this one, like
the head scan though. Holy crap!
The head scan,
it looks really good.
Nice. Yeah,
the
lightsaber is also very nice.
I like the soft goods.
Yeah.
Does it come with a cape or no?
It came with a big cloak. So this is supposedly from, Luke from The Mandalorian, right?
Right.
The big cloak is big. It's wired, but it's like I have not been able to fudge it into a good look. So, take that for what it's worth. I don't know. I like the figure. It's not perfect. It has flaws. This is the same company that did that Darth Maul.
Cool.
Again, that Darth Maul had amazing head scan, but there were some downgrades. I think the Darth Maul even had the hard boots too. So we'll see. I'm gonna do my best to kind of wrangle it into something more worthy, but pretty cool. I'm not bummed about it, but I'm also not blown away. So take that for what it is. All right. Next up, we've got something that I'm pretty excited about. Just showed up today.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You missed out, and now you finally got it. I hear you.
Yep. And I got it for a pretty decent price. It was $500 with free shipping. So
Hey,
all in all,
not that bad then.
That's
is
really
not
good
bad.
considering what some people were charging for that. I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that on Mezco
Oh,
Group
yeah.
today for $700.
So I'm pretty stoked for that. I've been jealous of everybody showing theirs off.
Yeah, I love that set, man.
Trey,
It's so
you've
cool.
had multiple pictures that you've shown on the stream where it's been like, oh, damn it, you know.
Yeah. Now I got to get a Casey Jones to go with it, so
Yep.
maybe my wait list converts, or maybe I find one eventually. So
You got on the wait list pretty early, right?
yeah,
I don't think time matters when you get on the wait list. I think it's at random.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is because I waitlisted on Cousin Eddie with like the with the dog, and I did it pretty late, and mine converted.
Oh, okay.
Granted, it converted like a year later, but it's still
Oh, wow.
converted. It's still
Weird.
converted.
All right, so let me get into this weird stuff that I was telling you guys about. First off, I'm going to show off the box.
Wait, is this PG-13 stuff?
This is totally family friendly.
Just making sure.
So box is pretty cool, but yeah, that's the box. It is a big black box with just some kanji, and yeah.
What's in the box?
Not giving you much information on what's in there, right?
Let me guess, a big stompy robot.
No.
Ooh.
So it was actually a 2-pack. So this I can't even pronounce the character's name. Not too sure what the character's name is, but this appears to be very Predator inspired to me. So
Yeah.
obviously covered with chitin, but he's got kind of like the dreadlocks like Predator. The weapons are actually switched out for the forearms.
Oh, nice.
So you can, I keep doing that, sorry. Let's get that back there. Yeah, so you take off the full forearm and you replace it with the weapon, and the shield is the same. Let me see if I can kind of show you the shield. So that his arm is kind of molded in the shield there.
I see that. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a fully swap out part, and then so yeah, it's just the face sculpt is really wild. Just yeah, gives Predator vibes to me, and so that's figure number one.
It actually looks like a mashup of Predator and Alien together.
Yep.
To me.
Hey, what's up, KJ? How you doing, bud? Happy
This one
Halloween.
looks even more Predator or
Yeah, the
Alien
head,
to me.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's sick.
So he's got similar weapons. They swap out and replace the forearms, but he doesn't have a weapon in his shield. He's got like a gigantic sword that's like real big and wide. And actually, here, it's right here. So this thing, I'm not even sure if you want to call that a sword or a bludgeoning weapon or what.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's huge, right?
Yeah.
He's got that, and then he's also got.
What's up, KJ? Off of Pack. Thank you for joining.
He's also got this forearm sword thing.
That's cool too.
They're nice figures, and I don't know if you guys can see. Let me block out my face there. There's some very nice, very well done weathering on the armor. Like it looks legit dirty, and but it's paint. It's actually coated in there, and they're cool, man. They are.
How's the articulation on them?
The articulation is actually really good. They even have the little toe joint. Don't know how well that's going to show up. This one's feet are a little bit bigger than the other one, and they're actually a little bit stiffer. But toe joint, it's not a full-blown butterfly joint, but it is a double. It's like a wishbone or like a dog bone. So you get some pretty good movement.
Small movement. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see the armor plates are kind of floating there. But double jointed arms, double jointed legs. The head floats around really well. You get some good torso movement. they're pretty nice.
So is there a story behind these characters, or is it just randomly toys?
Yeah. So apparently, and I just looked this up before the show because I figured I should say something about it. It's from maybe a manga that was maybe turned into a cartoon that was called Abara.
Okay.
And I read the synopsis, and I still don't know what it's about.
Yeah, that could happen.
It's predators and aliens.
It's a weird one. It's like there's like this is a dude in a suit or something, I think.
Okay.
But I don't understand why there's two of them. The synopsis didn't really help me out with that too much. But then there's like the black ones are actually kind of the good guys, and then there's these white ones that are, I don't know, dude. But it was something I bought on a whim, and this is where anything that I think is cool, I'll throw money at. It gets kind of dangerous because this was just kind of like okay, and it showed up just an hour ago. So this
can go well with Monster Force.
Yes, I think these can go well with a lot of things, man.
Yeah, you have a lot of options with that.
Yeah.
You could do aliens and predator easily.
Yep.
Like so, you could do. I would say more towards Mezco style or anything 6-inch related versus the Necker ones, but it goes.
I saw somebody was mentioning eyeing them on AliExpress.
Yeah, that was Dave.
Yeah, I got this from Ami Ami.
Okay.
And it wasn't. It was expensive, but for a 2-pack, it was $200, right? Which is kind of a lot, but for what they are, it's not bad. But then I just, in my process of going and searching for them to try to find more information about them, on eBay, the 2-pack's going for like $300 plus.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
$100 really cool premium figure. That's typical, like a Mezco.
Yeah. So the boxes are really nice. They've got plenty of different hands. As a matter of fact, the one has some Wolverine style claws that you can sub his hands out for.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can see the thumb and the fingers there. They are really nicely done.
I almost wonder if it's like a symbiote type costume.
That's kind of what it seems like. Hello, focus. Yeah. So. I think that was it for my new hotness this week. So
that's awesome, dude. Good pickups.
The king manifests the warrior spirits of ancient lore to do battle once more in a lattice of trust. Yeah, that's some weird stuff there. But hey, cool figures. I don't know.
Add it to your headcanon of what your toys do, and hey, you're good.
Exactly. So you know what? I do want to do something a little bit different here. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and move on. That was it for my new hotness. So, Trey, you want to go ahead and share yours?
Yeah.
You ready? All right.
Let's roll.
Flip it on over there.
So I was watching Friday night with Abby and Killustrated Figs. Killustrated was doing a Monster Force kind of unboxing like we did, and Abby didn't have anything, but he did show this. And
I didn't show that.
No. Brandon showed this. So Brandon was like, "Oh, you got to try these Street Sharp figures." And at the swap, Jason Hill, Jason had them at Toy World Order, who was set up right behind me and Ash. Okay. And so I traded for this. So I traded a figure. I got one of these guys. I was like, "Man, that's cool. I never had a Street Shark, and it just looks cool." I hadn't taken it out of the box yet, but I will soon. But added that to the randomness of what we get. So
it's awesome.
I got two other big things there, but I got a couple G.I. Joes from Needless Toys in Greenville. I got Pathfinder.
Nice.
And Pathfinder has some brush killing device that you can probably use on people too.
That is like an extra nasty weed whacker.
Yeah, he's got an extra nasty weed whacker, and he's got this backpack of guns.
Okay.
And, so one of those 90s figures that doesn't have all the illuminescent crazy. He may have been an 80s guy, but still, he's pretty cool.
What's up, Death Row?
And then I got Major Blood version 3.
Okay.
I
Wow.
do not have version 2. I have version 1.
I like the loud colors on some of the old Joes.
The 90s stuff.
Which
Yeah.
one is version 2?
I would have to go. I could probably pull it up on Yojo, Greedy Joe's, and look at it. But I knew it was Major Blood. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it, and it came with this massive arm cannon that shot a projectile, but the projectile was not there. So
yeah,
I'm sure you can find something to replace it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's probably the standard spring-loaded
permanently
projectile.
lodged up some adult's nose at this point, right?
Yeah. So
you have a Kano style like red eye and one.
Then
like...
this character was actually recently announced, name only. We got Darklon.
Yep.
With his BFG.
Is that the first version of him?
Yeah, that's the only version I know of Darklon.
Okay.
What's his name?
Darklon.
Darklon. So you had the long guy in the beginning. Now you have another long guy.
Yeah. So this guy is basically Destro's cousin or something. He's
okay.
He was recently in the Destro comic.
Okay.
So, and it was pretty brutal what Destro did to him. He molded that mask to his face. Spoiler alert.
I am behind on that, which is a shame. I need to get caught back up.
It's really good, man. I cannot wait. We only got 2 more weeks to G.I. Joe number 1. And I was at my LCS. I was at Ultimate Comics Carry today, and I did pre-order a variant cover, the connecting covers for 1 through 4.
Yeah.
So I'll have cover A, and then I'll have the connecting cover, and the first one's Baroness. So
yeah, but you missed out on the ash can, which
yeah, he got. So then, out at the swap, box of random G.I. Joe toys. Now this is not complete by any means, but I don't have a Mauler yet. I got one now.
That's cool.
Nice.
So it's missing a lot of the stuff on the back. It is by no means complete, but the tracks are intact, and the gun's intact, and the hatches are intact. And inside at Needless Toys, I bought Heavy Metal, minus the mic. And if you don't know about Heavy Metal in his mic, there is a mic that goes in this hole right here. If you have an original mic and a gun, this figure is worth about $900. I heard that's what one sold for at Joe Fest. $800, $900 just this figure, which is insane.
Damn.
I paid about $35 for this guy. So $45 for a Mauler and a Heavy Metal. I'm pretty happy.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
And then the big purchase, the big deal from the swap, full trade for all 3 of these guys.
Nice.
That's actually those are really good bodies, dude. I love those bodies. They're really nice.
Mezco Death Dealers. I love the pink skulls I got from Abby. The super cool thing about these guys is right here in the boot. Whooching.
Oh,
that's super cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm gonna have to do a shoot where these guys come out and somebody gets kicked with a.
Is it just the one boot?
Yeah, on each one of them, the right boot has a. But I mean, look at the head sculpt's really cool.
So what I do with mine is I had 2 sets of these, so I just customized them. So like the extra head that came with Deathstroke, the maskless one, I wanted to give him a suited body, so I put that maskless head on that body, and I cut off the tie, so he was just in a suited body. That now he's in my Deathstroke like shelf.
And I hadn't put the lights in it, but apparently this thing lights up and you can turn the lights on.
It's also glow in the dark. The whole thing.
Yeah, I think all the greens glow in the dark, but it's a cool set. I'm excited to have it and add it to the Mezco collection. I don't really have any of the like Mezco the bugs or whatever.
Gomez?
The roaches, Gomez. I don't have a Gomez yet, so maybe one day I'll get a Gomez. But
you want one?
I like these skulls; they're really cool. I know you got them. I know you got them.
A bunch, so and I'm getting rid of them. So
right? But other than that, the Monster Force that I didn't get the first time came in, but I haven't opened it. So yeah, went back and I actually got 2 of each of these.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I got 2 of the red one, got 2 of each of these. I need to open these, and that's it for my new hotness.
Did you get any more of the Delta guys?
No, that's probably gonna get one added on to. I got the new one that they did with the 25 years Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
But I'll probably get a couple more Delta Reds as I process things through my pile of loot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
Right on. Abby, did you have some new hotness to show off at all?
I have a little bit. Definitely not a lot of it. Just to answer George's question, George, hit me up, bro. You know where you know me, so I don't even know who this is. It's Action Pilot. I only bought this
That's
because
crazy.
I literally had nothing to show off. So I bought this. Like, I mean, I liked the way it looked, and I liked the fact that he had that like the pilot accessories for the head and
So
stuff.
technically, that's a Halo jumper. High altitude,
yeah,
low opening.
yeah. So
There's
the
a
Halo,
parachute in there.
I know I saw it, but hey, it looked cool. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy this, and that way my one toy I could show off. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got. Again, I'm on going to Legion's Con. I want to go ham. I could show this off too, I guess. Why not? I got a stream deck.
Nice.
Cool.
So I'm excited to play with this eventually, and then I'll have all the weird noises at the tip of my finger.
You know, I'm actually considering getting a second stream deck.
Yeah.
I have one, but I use it
for your lights.
More productivity for work. They have a nice store, marketplace sort of a thing where you can get all sorts of stuff, to interact with different programs. It's not just streaming related stuff strictly.
Yeah, I heard you could do some cool things with it.
Yeah, you can do some neat stuff. It definitely, I've got it all integrated in my home assistant where, all my lights and everything like that is controlled by it.
Mhm.
But
Nice.
yeah, should be good.
Nice.
Cool. Trey, were you wanting to show something off or talk about something here?
No, we'll do it when we're talking about the investing.
Okay. So let's see. Next up, we've got some Take My Money. Is this the one where... Oh, no, I didn't fix that one. Okay, so let me...
Dave's got a question in the chat while you're figuring it out, Alan.
Sure.
Did you guys decide on a future unboxing episode?
So, yes, Alan has his Valaverse, and
Wave
I just
5,
Wave 5, and I just got my notification today that it's going to ship. So we're probably during the weekend or sometime, but we'll definitely let you know as soon as I get in hand. We'll be chomping at the bit to get an unboxing out, and we'll let y'all know.
All right, you guys are going to get a little bit behind the screen, sort of behind the scene here, because I have to show you a full browser window. So give me 1 second to switch over to this. Okay, woo, infinity there, good stuff. All right, so can you guys see this? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
BBTS.
All right. Yes. So this is my Take My Money almost instantly, right? So this is the same company that did the I think they called it, so we're going to talk about this, but I think they called it the Salvo. So it's Hasuki is the company, and then there's like Unknown Operator, Salvo, and I'm not sure exactly if one's the line or the figure name. But this graphic says Fortress Colossus, which I think is incorrect. I think that was the bomb defusal guy. I think this one is like Snow Ghost or something like that. Anyway, the ones, I think Trey got one. I got one. Yeah, I ended up getting 2. They are fantastic.
What's this one called again?
All right. So I think this one is called, oh, there it is, Sierra Phantom.
Okay.
So I wanted to show this off. So going through the pictures here a little bit, super detailed. All the accessories are amazing, you know, soft goods, very cool stuff, right? I didn't even see the cleats on the shoes.
I thought you said it was on Big Bad Toy Store.
It is.
It is. He's showing Big Bad Toy Store.
I am coming to you guys with some buying advice. So, Big Bad Toy Store.
Well, tell me before I hit the dang button, man. Come on.
All right, give me a second. I like to present things, you know?
I hear you.
Okay.
Fortress Colossus. Okay.
A Big Bad Toy Store is a very trusted vendor. You can't really go wrong there. But you might notice $120. Of course, you're also going to pay like what, $4 shipping, you know, if you do the slow route, and they get stuff slow.
And they'll also do taxes as well.
Yes. So if you go over here, I'm sure other places are going to get this, but this is where I found it first. VC Toys Box. I have ordered from here multiple times. If you want to get some custom head sculpts, this place is legit for doing that. $80. $80. I'm sorry, $95 including shipping. $15 deposit. They'll tell you to pay the balance when it's coming in, and then that includes shipping.
So totally trustworthy vendor.
I have ordered from them
It's VC Toys,
2 or 3 times.
Okay.
They're fairly trusted.
Yeah, I've actually, and I've even had some back and forth with their support where I was kind of checking on the status of an order. You know, it was like a custom head sculpt and a little mask and things, and they responded to me real well. I've gotten all my things. My lights went out
on the website.
Yeah, so good stuff. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show that off for some take my money. And now we've also got these girls. So these girls are up on Big Bad Toy Store. $90. Again, you know, taxes, shipping. They look really good.
For a 3-pack, that's not bad.
It's not a 3-pack. It's a 1-pack. It's a 1-pack where you get different hair pieces, right?
And you make them all different that way.
And then you can make them different that way. Right?
Is that a blurred body over there?
That is a blurred nude body.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So we'll go through here a little quick. So they don't show the other. I don't know if this is the torso that's laying on the ground. I don't think it is, but
I think it is actually.
All the armor and all that sort of thing. But I think they look really nice. I am down for that.
You down for the elves? Alan, you like elves?
I think they look great.
They actually do look pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So okay, going back here,
I think a lot of us need some elves in our lives nowadays.
$90. You know, shipping and taxes. However, if you roll on over to Bombusby, they are $45.
Holy crap, that's a huge difference.
That's
But I've never
massive.
heard of Bombusby.
Now I've ordered a few third-party transformers and a couple of my big stompy, you know, super robots from this site. You will get your stuff fast. Like you will get your stuff long before any of the sellers, you know, in the States will get them to you. But you do have to pay shipping on this. So you can imagine shipping's probably going to be a good $10-15.
Yeah, but it's still compared to the BBTS price.
But still,
it's 2 for 1, right? I mean, just get 2.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing: there are 2 different. I don't know if you guys have
But you need
noticed
3 of them.
so far. There are 2 different armor.
You gotta have 3.
So there is a blue armor set on a pale skin, and then there is a silver armor set on a more medium skin.
So she comes with different armor?
Yeah, so check it out. You've got silver armor and blue armor, and the skin tones are different too. And I think maybe even the faces are a little different. But otherwise, all the rest of the accessories and things are the same.
So, okay. So maybe that makes sense on why it's so expensive. At least through BBTS. And if they're having 3 different head scans, 3 hair pieces.
No. Through BBTS, you are only getting 1 figure. It is just. I mean, it is just.
I don't know, but you're saying that it's only one box, right?
Right.
Or is it just A? So that one says A. So there's no B and C.
So this is A. There is also a B.
Okay.
The B. So this is A, and this is B. Very subtle differences, but notice the blue armor.
Yeah.
And the different skin tone.
Or two.
Very pale skin.
Or two.
Versus a little bit darker skin. Camera 1, camera 2.
Camera 2.
I mean, KJ, I agree with you, man. Like the other site, what was it, Bombusby?
Bombusby, yeah.
Yeah. So Alan looks like has used it, and you get your stuff fast, apparently.
Yeah, faster and significantly cheaper. It's worth checking out. I don't know if they're going to pop up on like Show Z or Gundamit or 5K. 5K generally gets quite a bit of stuff, but they don't put it up right away.
I agree with Black Genghis there. I agree with KJ on the you're paying for a little bit of trust there.
It's true.
And the pile of loot system to me is one of the best things in toy distribution, in my opinion.
I love the pile. I wish 5K did pile of loot.
Yeah. If other folks did pile of loot, then I may branch away from Big Bad Toy Store, but I have no reason to. They're my preferred vendor. I love.
They're definitely the top of my list. Yeah. But $45 plus shipping versus $90 plus, like that's a huge difference. You really are almost getting two of these, for the price of one on BBTS. And so that's why I wanted to point it out. Same thing with the Hasuki. You look around and like I said, I order a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different sites. I trust Bombusby. I've ordered from VC Toys box a couple of times. So, take it for what it's worth. I'm just trying to point some stuff out.
All right, click it, Avi. Because we're clicking that comment at the same time.
Right.
Well, I'm not seeing the comments because I'm sharing full screen. So you'll have to let me know if I need to know something.
No, he just Frankie said they're on 5K as well.
Okay, I haven't seen them on 5K yet, but cool. That's good to hear. And so I did also go in on some Hasbro-ness. I got Savage Press. I don't do the Black Series stuff very much, but I do like my Sith. I did get the Trench Viper and the Portalette.
Porta potty.
I got a couple of them. They look like they're. We'll see.
Is that the porta potty you guys were talking about in the chat?
Yeah. That's the Cobra Porta John, and it was limit 3, and
there you go. There's
actually Alan only got 2, so he got an extra one for me. So I'm gonna have 4 of those.
Yep. Do they have the picture where there's a bunch of them? Yeah. So I think it kind of disassembles. Like I think these walls are from it. So I don't know. It should be cool. Like I
it would be cool if it came with those sandbags, though.
Yeah,
it does come with sandbags.
Oh, it does come with sandbags. That's awesome.
Yep. There you go. Yep. So I did that. I of course got a heavy duty because I like my modern military, and Nemesis Immortal. He was high on my list. I was super excited for him when they showed him off. I think he looks pretty awesome. He was awesome in the Energon books. Looking forward to it. For sure.
It was great in Cobra Commander. That was good.
Yeah. So that was my Take My Money.
Nice.
Quite a bit of stuff there. So Trey, you got some Take My Money stuffs?
Yeah, give me a share screen.
All right. Let's kick you over there.
So let's get over here.
Lavatory modular fortification. Yes. Exactly.
So this will be pretty quick. Basically those same 3 figures that Alan just showed. I got those. Definitely got to have these. I love Nemesis Enforcer. That's what he was called in the movie. Mm-hmm. But I like this little Easter egg back here, and a lot of people the controversy is it Budo? Is it one of the Cobra Law troopers? So I love how they put these little Easter eggs in the back.
Yeah, that's cool.
I haven't really scrolled through Heavy Duties to see if there was anything.
He said,
I like how he's attacking from the Porta John. But yeah, these are really cool. I'm excited for these, and can't wait to add them to the army. And then we'll stop sharing that, and we'll go back here.
What's up, Chosen 112? Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, for sure. Happy to have you out. We got 24 people watching, gents. That's awesome.
What's going on?
That is awesome.
And then also got Savage Press.
Yeah,
and,
I didn't know you got that. That's cool.
Yeah, I love this character. It's really cool, and I think I had it pulled up, but we'll go back to it. Go back,
baby, go back.
These three, Shakti.
Yeah,
I love me some Shakti. I have a Shakti comic, and really cool that Shakti's is going to be in the Black Series.
That is cool.
As well as Luminara and Dooley. She was in the Clone Wars series and in the movie as well. And then Sebulba. And I think I love aliens from Star Wars. I have a whole shelf dedicated to Jabba's palace and all the different aliens and stuff. And can't wait to add these two to the Jedi and Sebulba to just the random aliens thing. It'd be cool to have a pod racer. I can't lie.
It would be actually.
It would be really cool to have a pod racer. I think I'd rather have that than something from the new movie. So, but that's that. And I think I got one more thing. Big Bad Toy Store. Oh, I had those shared from Big Bad Toy Store, not Hasbro Pulse. So pretty much that's it.
Cool. All right, Abby, I don't think you said you had any.
Actually, I'm doing one right now.
Okay.
Actually, Trey, can you just share that Shakti again one more time?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Shakti.
So I just ordered that Shakti just now.
Nice.
Boom, done.
She looks really cool.
Actually, I'm a big fan of Shakti. Actually, especially from the video game. So it would be cool to have her on the shelf with the Jedis. So I have an entire bookshelf dedicated to Star Wars.
And these are the things that we needed with Star Wars. They've been doing this random stuff, and now we finally.
Listen, I am not a big clone or whatever the last three series were, last three movies, but I am Imperial. But I already know Shakti is not part of Imperial, but I'm still gonna get a Shakti.
She looks cool.
She does look cool.
All right. I got to pause things and ask Black Genghis there. What is Hobby Search 1999? Is that like a shop that I should know about and I don't?
Hobby Search is a website, yeah.
Oh, okay. I will have to check that one out. Cool. So, Hobby, we're not going into to you doing a new hotness sharing scene, right?
I mean, no, we're not. No.
Okay. Or I'm sorry. I take my money.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that was pretty entertaining. I had quite a bit on that one this week. And it was stuff that just kind of kept coming up. And I was like, all right, I'm adding that one too. And I'm adding that one too. And then, there was the 1027 scene or Cat podcast or whatever that I watched. And, had to jump in on the Joes. That's a definite must. So, cool. So I think, guys, we've got a loaded rest of the show. Just to remind everybody, we've got our topic that we're going to talk about, toys as investments or action figures as investments.
Yep.
I'm sure chat's going to have plenty to say on that, as I know we do too. So that's cool. And
we can all rant for a while. So I think we all have our opinions on the topic. So I'm interested to see where that conversation goes.
Yeah, I'm curious to see people's thoughts there too. I've got a bunch of fantastic photos I'm going to be showing off here next. We've got some shelfies we're going to go over. So, and some special stuff that you two kind of worked on behind the scenes with some other creators that I'm pretty excited to show off too.
Yeah, I'm excited to show off what I have for this. We don't we haven't quite showed anything like this yet, and me and Abby kind of have something very similar, but yeah, it's awesome.
Ours is actually, I mean, it's stop motion, but it's
Yeah,
very
stop
different,
motion.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is very different. Yeah,
Yep.
one's hilarious.
Yeah.
They're both great.
Listen, guys, Star-Lord is saying play with your toys.
Yeah,
Agreed.
exactly.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. So coming up, we've got our fantastic photos, which should be cool. As I said, I've got quite a few. Let me get my share up here. One quick second. I've got to do a window. There it is.
You need a refill there, Trey.
Yeah.
Why isn't that?
It's all the way downstairs, so I don't think that's going to happen.
You got to sprint, run.
Yeah.
Not that. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm getting there. I was prepared for this, and then it didn't work the way I was expecting. Let's try that again.
So, while you're bringing that up, I actually just discovered that Not a Man Studios has their blank bodies on Amazon, which I never knew beforehand.
Bless it.
It got really dark in your room there.
Yes, I have automation, and apparently it's not sensitive. I got to have something happen just so, I keep it interesting. All right.
That's cool.
So, yes, I reached out to a couple of Facebook groups for some fantastic photos. I'm really hoping that some of the guys that took these are in the chat. They are definitely cool, and I'm definitely excited about showing them off. So this first one is from Chris Branyan, and obviously this is the new hotness for Trey and I, at least. I think Hobby's going to be getting some soon.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, some Monster Force. This is from the Monster Force Collector and Customs group.
Yes.
And cool group. The admin is a real nice guy, and they're doing some cool stuff over there. I encourage everybody to go check it out for sure. I thought this was a really cool take on, using power, from the Forgotten King. I dig it. I think this is really cool. This is also from Chris Branyan. Another really nice shot. I don't know what all these Dio parts are from, or if that's, an image he's got shown up, but that's pretty slick. I like the depth, and focusing on Declan's face there. I think that's
I like the lighting here.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
And then this is from Jameson. He's, I believe he's the admin or the guy that started the group.
Yep.
Showing off some sleepwalkers there. I think that's
sick,
super
man.
cool.
Can he be, by chance, the sorcerer?
I think he is. Jay the Sorcerer.
Right on.
Boom.
And he's got his Delta dudes looking pretty good there. Got to do that.
I need to pick up the set.
Oh, this is
They're great. Okay, so I love this picture.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, the hell are we looking at here? I'm like, really? And then the guy gave me a little bit of the background, and it's like, kind of a blurry cam of somebody who was just getting, a victim, taking the shot, real quick there of the Forgotten King, like only known photo sort of a thing. And I just thought it was cool as hell. Like
he turned you into one of his zombies.
He nailed the effect, of that kind of blurry, ghosty looking figure. Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome. So this is Jonathan Childress, aka Wreckship_85 on Instagram. So good stuff. Check him out. I really did just a total 180 about face on this picture. And then I also reached out to the Savage Crucible group. They flooded me with some pictures, and of course they've been around a lot longer. The figures have been out a lot longer, so that's to be expected. But I think we need to help out the Monster Force pick group. Get some cool pics going.
I gotta have a photo shoot with my Monster Force soon.
Yeah.
So that's probably this weekend.
Yep. Okay. So this is from Donald Dover. I thought it was a nice black and white pic. I like the perspective on it. I think it was pretty cool. This is from Eric Keys. you got a lizard barking some orders. It looks like to me, putting the generic night dude in his place. I like the lighting. I like the blurry, kind of whitish background. Pretty cool. And Como here is a favorite in the group, or at least from the pictures that I was getting.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite savage.
He is very photogenic. His armor, the coloring on his skin.
Mhm.
I thought this was a really nice looking picture. Looked really natural. I mean, not just the natural habitat, but I mean the naturalness of the way it fit in there. So good stuff. This is from Jason Crumbly.
Nice.
This is just in England, and this looks like a customized Como to me. You don't have the skin color. I don't know if if this is one of the slates, or I don't think the slates had this color on the belly. I could be wrong there. But I mean, obviously the head sculpt is painted. He's got some cool custom weapons there. And I like the dealing with the foliage, that's
a nice photo.
Yeah. This is from LJ Bryant. Did I say who the last person was from?
You did.
England.
Yep.
Okay. This is from LJ Bryant. I dig it. I'm not sure how he put it together with the flames, kind of down there, but I thought that was really cool. And he's got some photo effects, on the sword with the glow, and maybe even a little bit in the eyes. Cool stuff.
What's up, True Star Screamer?
What's up, man?
This is Renato Guevara. This is kind of an action shot, so there's two in kind of a sequence here. And when I saw this, the first thing that came to my mind was finish him in the Mortal Kombat voice, because he did.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I like that one. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, good work from Renato there.
I like the spine sticking out of the head sculpt. That's cool.
So this is not specifically Savage Crucible, but it came from the group. So this is Ryan Jones, aka Unbounded Slinky, which is a pretty interesting
Unbounded
name.
Slinky, okay.
Yeah, and I dug the lighting and the kind of, there's a flash and then you're toast sort of a thing from the Predator there. So I wanted to include that one. Thought that was cool. And then this one. This is, 1980s glamour shots.
Glamour shots, yeah.
Style. I mean, he's even got the Olin Mills little logo down there.
Yo, he does, man. That's awesome.
Come on. I mean, it's fantastic. So this is Sean Va with just a fantastic picture. He had a bunch that were great, but I just had to,
the Olin Mills thing, that's awesome.
It's fantastic. So this one I thought was cool because it's different head sculpt. We don't see very much. The paint job on the head sculpt I think might be a little custom. And I really like the way that the leaves and the foliage and stuff kind of look like lily pads. I don't know if that was his intent there, but it's definitely got that kind of a frog vibe. I like the pose. So yeah, this is from Timothy Peak. So good job, Timothy. I think we're getting to the end here, but this is from Wesley Kissel.
Wes, yeah,
did a real good job with the blurring of the background, making everything have this really nice perspective. I dug it. I just thought it looked great.
Wes is local. He's in NC on the ground. He's a great photographer. So
yeah, showing it off some skill here for sure.
Go check out his Instagram. His dinosaur pictures are really cool.
Yeah, so good stuff here. And yeah, that was the end of that. However, I do have a couple other things I want to show off here. So first off, this is good to know. There is a hashtag called Savage Crucible Saturday, which, apparently Saturdays post up your Savage Crucible or customized kind of related pics. I thought that was really neat and wanted to show that off. And then I've got one other that I am going to show here real quick. Oops, we lost that. Let me get back over here. Let me switch this up to this one. Finishing it off with some Monster Force. I don't know if this one is fair because this is from Kill Cutter, who is an absolute pro. Does the photos for multiple companies. But man, I saw this and I was just like, all right, that's awesome. So, you've got your Monster Force dudes. I don't. I think, is that Kilowog or Kilowog?
Yeah.
Who's the veteran William? Kind of.
I forgot to say it. I ordered a veteran William.
Yeah, you're gonna dig it. It's an awesome figure. So this is obviously that repaint, but it's a repaint. It's got different weapons and stuff, and he's yanking Dracula out of the crypt there. There's a couple photos here. You've got the nice smoke effect on the stogie, which is really cool. You've got the effect on the gun, and you got to dig the behind the scenes. I mean, come on, that's looking awesome. So I mean, Kill Cutter's top of the game, I think.
And the behind the scenes stuff is a great way to learn.
It really is
how people do their setups, and you're like, man, how'd they do that?
Yep.
And they look at the behind the scenes, check out what these guys have. Pick up tips and tricks just from looking through these things. It's great when people show those. I really like it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because again, like you could be very crafty in taking photos, and you could be like generic stuff around the house.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually really cool with some of the stuff I've seen.
So yeah, that was my a rather extensive, fantastic photos, but I wanted to make up for kind of being a little low on them the last couple of days. So. Or the last couple of episodes. So there we go. Trey, I think you're up next.
So let's go to the main thing. I want to talk about this before we hit it.
Your special scene here.
Yeah, before we go there, I want to just kind of give a brief description. So I was scrolling through TikTok, and this person's on my TikTok, and we talk all the. I mean, we've talked some, but not all the time. But I've noticed that he started doing stop motion. I was like, man, these are really good. So instead of just, throwing a like and a comment, I reached out to the guy. I was like, look, I love what you're doing. I think it's amazing. I said, I want to collab on this. I said, I want you to make one using G.I. Joe figures and using this specific scene. And he was all about it. He was like, oh, I love this idea. I really appreciate you reaching out. So Dave, I have his links to his TikTok and his Instagram at the end of the video, but Dave did an amazing job on this. It literally was 10 minutes, and he comes back. He's like, I made it. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, I couldn't wait. It was that cool. I had to go make it. I showed him the clip. I sent him the clip from YouTube. I was like, this is the scene I want you to use. And I was like, these are the 3 figures I want you to use in the scene. He added another figure, and he put his own spin on it. This collab is so funny. I love it. We're going to work together some more, definitely. So throw it to that, and let's have a good laugh.
Here we go.
Doctor said we got to tell him now.
Ricky, the doctor told us that we should let you work it out in your own sweet time, but Ricky, you can walk.
What'd you just say? He's telling you the truth, man. It's all in your head.
You sick sons of bitches. I mean, you walk in that door on your 2 legs all fat and cocky and looking at me in my chair, and you tell me it's all in my head? I hope that both of you have sons, handsome, beautiful, articulate sons who are talented and star athletes, and they have their legs taken away. I mean, I pray you know that pain and that hurt.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us! You are not paralyzed!
I am so paralyzed!
No!
Rough on him now.
No, he needs to know.
Okay.
He's always crying.
Tough love it is, tough love. Wake up, idiot!
All right, so this is Kryptonian Sun 2019 on Instagram. He does not spend a lot of time on Instagram. This guy's a TikToker. So I'll get to that section and so this is his TikTok. He goes by Dave BX 10458. Dave has some hilarious clips, and he posted this earlier today because I asked him to wait. And the the people laughing at it, the comments, just all day I've been clicking on comments and just he shouted me out. He's giving me credit for the collab. Me and Dave will definitely be working together more on some of these funny clips. But if you get a chance, go check out his Instagram, go check out his TikTok, dive down the rabbit hole of these stop motion videos, and just laugh your ass off, because that's what's going to happen. I mean, I love that scene, and I wish if you could take that scene even farther, because Ricky Bobby takes that knife and jams it into his leg. Don't you jam that knife into your leg? He jams it into his leg and he stands up and yells. I love that movie. It's hilarious.
I still can't believe that apparently he turned that around in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he turned that around in 10 minutes. Yeah,
that is
literally
amazing.
10 minutes. He made that video. And it's he does chapter stories too, apparently. So I can't. That's a classic. Like Black Angus says, it's awesome.
Absolutely.
And but go check him out. Let him know you saw you saw his stop motion on Action Figure Alliance, and that Toyomic Displays sent you. And Dave's awesome to talk to, so go enjoy that and check it out.
Mwah.
Yeah, chef's kiss. Yeah.
All right. Now Abby has something special coming up for us too.
Trey, well, before we jump to Trey, did you have any photos to show off, or is that?
Yeah,
it?
I got one photo to show off. Well, that's
Okay.
Shelfie. That's I don't have any fantastic.
Oh, that's for the show.
Oh, okay. So we'll start with my fantastic photos I can show off.
Okay, so you want to go back to your sharing scene, right?
Yes.
Cool. What you got?
I am sharing. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to blow it up as much as I
Oh,
can.
yeah.
This is, again, I am Fat Ninja. He's back at it again. He tagged me in this photo. Amazing shot. I know that's an Extreme Sets Dio in the background. I forgot the character's name, but I'm assuming he's using them as vampires, kind of, in a way. It's the Spider-Man character, right?
Is it?
I thought it was.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
It's not Jackal. It's Jackal.
Jackal.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Jackal.
But yeah, I mean, they actually make pretty decent green-looking vampires, so that's
Yep.
pretty dope. And then the blade. I mean, I love that figure.
I
It's such a
love
good
that
figure.
figure, man.
So you can check out I Am Fat Ninja right here on
Go hit him
Instagram.
up. Some good stuff, and he's got a fantastically funny name.
Yeah.
Nico Tronus
Nico.
with this was it the Wolverine photo?
That's
he
the
does-
Wolverine won in the giveaway.
No, it's
in the
not.
LP.
It's not. It's not.
It's
No?
not. Oh, that's the
That's the
Marvel
new-
Legends.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the newer Wolverine. He
The
won
new
the
one, yeah.
Mezco one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
We showed that off already too, though. So he
Yeah.
does a lot of Wolverine pictures, but again, like
Yeah.
that's definitely the. Is that which vehicle is this? Is this the
That's a
Bat? or
Stinger.
the Vamp?
Stinger to Vamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a Stinger.
Yeah.
And then again, a great photo. I know this is the one of the Cobra guys, the driver.
Yeah, that's the Stinger because of that's the Cobra dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, amazing shot. Nico Tronus. You can check him out right here on Instagram. He's a good dude. Definitely check him out.
Yep.
And that was the only photos to share. Then I have a stop motion as well, so you could just go to that one. And this stop motion is from Not Top Goon. It's about a minute long.
Counterattack!
That's awesome.
Cover me!
Again, check out Not Top Goon on Instagram. He's a really good dude. Some amazing, like I guess stop motion shots.
And this is his look, by the way. He wears this.
Yeah,
in his
he
stream,
literally
so.
wears the goon mask. He's been around to a lot of different podcasts and stuff, so definitely go check him out.
That was cool.
That was amazing.
That was
man.
really awesome. Like when I saw that work, and I actually reached out to him, was like, hey, can we show this off? Like, this would be really cool to do. And I had a great conversation with him actually. I think Trey, you were there when we did the big 3POA one with all
hooligans.
of us. Yeah, the hooligans chat and the 3PO on Saturday. Me and him were left in the chat afterwards, and I actually saw him maskless without the mask on.
He's pretty young, if I'm correct.
He is young, but again, really good.
Great dude. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So again, check him out on Instagram. You can scan that QR code fairly easily.
And if you really want to dive down the stop motion rabbit hole, Mike the Hunter on YouTube has a full blown out G.I. Joe movie, and it's worth watching.
Okay.
Right on. Well, guys, I mean, come on. We are bringing the heat this episode. Good stuff left and right. Come on.
I will have to send Goon a message because that was freaking cool.
That was awesome, dude. Yeah. I know.
The light flashes. It stop motion takes forever. It literally takes forever.
I like it a lot. Exactly.
All right. So we've got one of our other standard segments before we go into our talk here. We are about to get into some shelfies. All right. So let me pull this up real quick and then get over to my scene. Chapow. All right. So nice. I wanted to go a little bit different this time through. This is a fantasy shelf that I've been working on for a bit. I'm a pretty eclectic collector. That is rather hard to say. But, I've got like multiple tiers here, and I really tried to space things out. And I walk by this is right at head level as I walk into my office here. And every time I walk by it, like the colors, the cool poses, I'm just really happy with the way this came out. I've even got my custom, orc up in here. He's kind of like my wandering monk with his polearm glaive kind of thing that I customized that I'm real pleased with. Just dig the shelf, man. It's one of my favorites. This guy's pretty new. I got off of 5K. There was this dude and a white ghostly looking guy, and they are very reasonably priced. Really nice bucks. His head actually lights up. There's a light in there. The weapons are super cool. I've already talked about the Darksiders figure before, and you've got Blade Master Wing over there, who is figure of the year type material. Just cool stuff. Just wanted to show that one off.
Cesare at the top corners.
Yeah, so we've got the two Zesre. There's the Minotaur. There's also a second Minotaur that's a different color scheme, and then this is the Bull that's on the same buck. Both are really awesome figures. I think these are memory toys. I could be wrong on that. There's a couple of companies putting out some really awesome orcs. I think there's Memory Toys and Hero Toys. I forget which ones these are from. Then we've obviously got some Mythic Legions in there. It's all over the place. Alpha of Pack, I appreciate the praise. It's a nice shelf, man. I'm really pleased with it. So that's it for my shelfies that I was wanting to share. I figured I took enough time with the fantastic photos. So Trey, I think you've got a special scene for some shelfie coming up, right?
Let's hit the share real quick. I have one picture to share of a fan submission.
Okay.
And I have something pretty important that I want to show you. So let's hit this window and hold on.
I was going to say, we're talking
technical difficulties.
We were talking about like stop motion and stuff. I know Poe figures it out. He's in the chat. What's up, Poe? He does some as well.
All right.
Am I sharing that yet or no?
You are not.
No.
Okay.
So I'm going Techno Viking while we're waiting. I think
Okay.
we got music going. Uh-oh, there he goes.
Nope.
That's not it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Yeah,
this is a
little
good one.
Valaverse action now. This is the muddy version.
Yeah.
And this guy has a muddy version, which is awesome. And
Yeah.
I like that he took the head off and put a different head on the driver, which is awesome. I love Valaverse Action Force. This is a cool shelfie he submitted.
It is.
And this is Magna Figure Photos. So check him out on Instagram. Magna Figure Photos. This is his shelfie. And I think Magna may be a new collector. I'm not sure, but he's
It's Winford.
Is it Winford?
Oh, it's Winford?
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good
I
stuff.
didn't know that.
That is a cool shelfie, man.
It is a very cool shelfie.
I like the muddy version.
Yeah.
I like the muddy version. Yeah.
And you're gonna see in just a second why I love Valaverse.
All right. So are we going to that?
Yeah. Do it.
All right.
Play it.
All right.
Let's roll. This is on the battlefield. Karak and his crew. Some customs in there. The Steel Brigade. And you got that Desert Squad. The Vanguard. I love adding to that squad. It's a nice one. And the Swarm with a few customs and kit bashes in there.
That's a McFarlane figure mixed in, isn't it?
Yep. It looks like a bug, and
it does.
Put him in the mix. Then the regular good guys, just in general. Lots of customs in there. I've recently opened that Gray Vanguard. That's my Action Force collection, laid out on the table, on the battlefield, right behind me. So I will be putting those back on the shelf, and there'll be another one getting set up soon. So
all right,
we'll show off another one.
The battlefield definitely looks awesome, though.
Yeah, that's badass.
Thank you.
Good work. Avi, are we going back over to you?
I have a sharing one shot from William Golden. He submitted this shelfie. It looks like it's Marvel.
Oh, dang.
Behind some glass casing. I see a kingpin that's falling on the ground over here, but it looks like... I want to say this is like a mix of a lot of different lines. This looks like Select to me. I know this is a Select because I gave this to my son.
Well, Watu, the Watcher back there, is Select.
Yeah, so I'm assuming this is the top level is Select.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they made a Rogue, though. Possibly.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck also is a Marvel Legends, I thought, too. So
yeah,
it might be a mix of different things. That Storm also looks like a Marvel Legends.
90% Select, William says.
90%. There you go.
Our toys.
That Owatu is the best of the Owatus out there.
Oh, yeah.
I have that one in the Marvel Legends.
What Rogue is William? You're in the chat. What Rogue is this right here? Does that look? That looks like Savage to me. I don't know why.
Where?
Later, KJ.
In the back. She's hiding in the back. And there's William right here.
Nice.
That's coming.
Little Easter egg.
That's actually really cool. I like the display here, William.
Yeah.
Definitely an awesome job.
I like that Marvel logo. That's really cool.
That is actually really cool.
Yep.
Galactus over here. Who's this guy in the corner over here?
Yeah, that's kind of dark. I can't make him out.
I think this is Groot. It looks like Groot.
Good
Juggernaut
stuff.
looks so tiny.
He kind of does.
He does, yeah. And that's a Select Juggernaut too, and that's like 12 pounds.
Big Juggernaut, yeah.
It's 12 pounds at least.
I like this Phoenix. Man. This is a Select Phoenix as well, I believe.
Yeah, that's cool. Is that an action figure? That's not an action figure.
Which one?
On the right, the Dark Phoenix.
That is not a. That looks like a statue to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Iron Studios or something along
That's
those lines. Cool.
No, this is definitely a cool shelf, man.
Yeah, dig it.
Like I like the behind the glass. So, like I've been going back and forth on.
He says that's the Build-A-Figure Sentinel and that was in the dark back there. Okay.
I've been like debating about buying like an IKEA Detolf.
Do it.
Mostly for the hot toys, since I've been getting more and more and more. Like I have a new one coming in now, so I'm just like debating if I should get a Detolf finally and just set
It's
it
just
up.
got some. Just get your Detolf.
I know. He's been asking me to buy him off, buy a few off of him, and I'm just like, dude, I don't know where to store it right now. But I have some space right here, but it will be off camera. But at the same time, like, you know, my hot toys could finally come out. And that's what I've been debating about, like just kind of having my hot toys out. So
the shelves are always changing, man. You can always rotate them.
Alpha of Pack makes a good point. They aren't making the Detolfs anymore.
Well, so our buddy Ish, who's local here to Raleigh, North Carolina, he bought like 30 of them before. So he's got like a bunch just sitting around right now.
Well, I think his point is that don't rely on being able to go and get more.
Yeah. Which is why I would go to. I would go to Ish for most of the stuff anyway, because there's an old saying, Ishwar has them all, because he does most of the time. You could literally go to him and be like, hey, do you have this? He would be like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. That's cool.
But I've been debating about buying one or two, because like the hot toys are they're coming in over and over and over again. So I'm just like, okay, what to do?
All right. So guys, I think that ends our shelfies, right?
It does.
And once again, put it out there to the chat is, guys, we're always looking for fantastic photos. We're always looking for shelfies, customs, all those sorts of things. We don't do these, all the segments every episode, but send them on over. We love seeing them. Love to have that interaction with our viewers. It's what makes the show for us, right?
Yep. Send us that stuff. We love to feature people. We love to show off what you're doing.
We love the tags.
Yep.
Reach out for sure. So, yeah.
It's a toy topic time.
Crack the knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready to debate?
I'm down for it. I'm down for hearing, different thoughts, seeing what people think about the topic here, because it's an interesting one, right? We all spend a lot of money on our toys, and what does that mean to us? I'm not really sure. Abby, did you have a direction you were wanting to start this one off with?
Well, I wanted to actually start with the chat first.
Okay.
The toy topic of tonight is action figures as an investment, and that means like you're investing in the action figures to again resell in the future, likely, because that's what an investment is most of the time. So we want to hear your thoughts. If you want to make it a paragraph, make it a paragraph. We will show it on the screen, and Trey or Alan will read it.
I was like, I don't want to read anything.
Yeah. I'll listen.
Yeah.
but still, like, we're curious to know your thoughts about this, because, like, me personally, I've had a successful toy store that's still kind of trending right now, and I've also had a failed one.
Right.
So, and both have their own complications, probably mostly because they ran at the same time. And it was very similar stuff. So that caused an issue as well. But one was through myself, one was through a partnership, and that caused a lot of issues as well. So I am very curious, from this subject matter. How do you guys see toys as an investment, like action figures, longevity wise?
So 13's chiming in right away with Legions.
So I would say yes and no, Zombie. Like, okay, so I was a huge Legions collector. That's all I collected for the longest, like a year. But I went ham. Like Legions Con 2023, I dropped about $5,000 just on Legions, not counting the other stuff. That was just Legions. I had like 13 boxes I was going home with, and honestly, I've spent all that money, and a lot of that money I was able to make back because I sold a lot of it when Legions was hot. But today, very different story. I mean, Illustrated Figs, he's getting rid of his Legions right now, and they're not selling like hotcakes like they used to. He's selling them for way below market value.
Speaking of Illustrated Figs, let's see what he's got to say in this comment here. I feel the opposite with Legions. I feel like now they're everywhere and easiest to get than ever before. So I think I agree with that. They're showing up in toy stores, and I've seen a lot for sale online. I've seen people getting out of Legions. I see people just moving on to different things.
And I'll chime in with the whole. I think sometimes the figures have some value because of weird decisions that the Four Horsemen are making. For example, if you look at the skeletons, the recent skeleton that they released, for whatever reason, they made nowhere near enough of those. That is an easy army builder that
was that an IshCon exclusive or it was
No.
there? That was
It was
we
there.
got it there. I got it
there.
there.
Yeah.
And I got a skeleton. I got one.
Yeah.
But by the end of the day, they were sold out.
They were toast.
Well, actually,
And-
the funny thing is, I heard they had a box underneath the table that
That's-
they never decided to put out.
Well, and the thing was, like,
You
why
brought the
make
product,
those in
sell
such
it.
limited quantities? Why did they, put them up and then,
Well,
they're gone?
that's a whole different topic here because
Right.
it's called creating FOMO. And
Well, but
they do
it
have
does
a
play into
3-pack
the
coming out,
topic
right?
in
Four
terms of-
Horsemen does that really well. Actually, they tried to do that with Frankenstein, and
Yeah.
I don't think it went well with Frankenstein because people were able to see it a little bit.
Well, that's partially my point here. Is what I'm getting at is, yeah. So they do have some figures which can be scarce and have some secondary market value, but I think that's kind of manipulation.
It is.
I don't know that is necessarily their mainline figures that are being released on the regular as part of their regular waves. And even then, sometimes I think, like Abby was saying, I think they pull stuff back, and I think that's a bad decision. I mean, if you can get sales, make your sales.
You create FOMO, right? That's really behind what's going on behind it. It's the artificial FOMO, which
Yeah.
a lot of companies want that. Again, like again, 20 when I was at Legions Con, that was like I feel like it was like the top of like everything Legions. Everyone wanted a Legions figure. Everyone was going after a Legions figure. I don't know why this turned into a Legions topic, but in general,
Well, it's
like
just part of the topic. I mean,
I mean, I guess it is part of the topic.
Anyway.
But
Yeah.
for at that time, Legions were really hot. Everyone wanted one. I think people started seeing like different things. Like today for the same value, you're getting a lot of other things. At least for the Legion, like very comparative to Legion, and probably more articulation, probably a little bit more accessories, and you see that, and you're like, okay, this is cooler. I mean, this is cool. Like, I mean, Legions look dope. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
They look great, but this looks cool too. And like, I could do this with it. I could do that. This has like soft goods, and granted, now Legions are converting to the soft goods, which is awesome. Great
Right.
for them. I'm happy that they're doing that.
lots of third-party stuff too, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like in today's, I mean, again, this is a very different topic than what we're going down, but like the third party topic, I think that's killing a lot of like normal lines right now because third parties are able to do something amazing and give you a lot of cool shit to kind of go with it.
So I'm going to circle this back a little bit.
Yeah.
Personally, I think buying toys specifically as an investment is a terrible idea. If, however, you realize and you know that you are going to get value out of it yourself by owning it, by posing it, by just even looking at it in the box on the shelf, or playing with it, doing photographs and stuff like that, and you realize that you are getting value out of it, then depending upon what it is, you might still be able to get a little bit more value out of it later on if you get tired of it and want to sell it.
So
that's different than investing.
But then go ahead.
I said I can't really talk on Mythic Legions, but I can talk on G.I. Joe. And for
Mhm.
that, it was the His Tank. His Tank was people were buying up 5, 6, whatever the limit was, and their intentions were to flip them. Well, I know people that are sitting on His Tanks right now, and you can maybe sell them for $450, $500 if somebody's really motivated to buy one. I'll be just bought one at
I
a
mean,
scrap
I was
meet
like,
tomorrow,
I
yeah.
got a steal on
Yeah, you got
mine.
a steal. But I want to know how many people are still sitting on their investment and haven't had their return on investment.
Yeah.
So,
for those his tanks. I mean,
so using his tank as an example, right? So that was a limited release,
Mhm.
which you would think in a mine point that makes it more rare. But it's not the high dollar value, and a lot of collectors are not going to want to spend that type of money.
Well, but it was a limited release, but it wasn't a limited manufacturing run. They didn't have a specific number they were producing. They produced as many as people ordered for a limited time.
Yeah, no, but a lot of people ordered to resell as well. You have to keep that in mind.
Right, but yeah, I just wanted to clarify the limited release thing. When people say limited release, oh, we made 10,000 of these and that's it. That's not the way. That was a limited time run where anybody could order up to 5.
Right.
And if they wanted to make a second account, they could probably order 10 if they wanted to, you know? And so that, I think people overestimated, the army builder there.
Yeah.
I personally ordered 2 his tanks. I don't have both of them on display, but I didn't order 2 to sell. I ordered 2 for myself.
Same. I have one on display and I have another that's still in the box sealed.
Yep.
But I will add it to the army one day. And
Exactly.
There's some third party things I think that are coming down the road from somebody one day.
I mean, I only have one his tank, and I've literally sliced open the tape, and I looked at it for a second, and I just closed the box and put it back underneath the shelf. So it's still in the box right now. But just in general, though, I mean, I think nostalgia plays a key role. Market demand also plays a key role, right? Like prices of figures fluctuate. I sat Cesare was hot for the longest time, especially the females. The Bernice and whatever the other 2 females were, they were a hot item. I went in on the LACC the exclusive LA Comic Con exclusive Bernice with the black outfit armor. That would at one point was at $400. I looked it up just for this, since we were going to talk about it. Today it's about $200 because people are not wanting to spend that much money on it anymore.
Well, and they're coming out with a version 2.
And they're coming. They had. This is the 3rd version technically of Bernice because they had the red armor, the black armor, and now But the thing is, I still don't think people want to spend that much money because if I want to spend $400, I'm going to get a nice hot toy.
Yeah.
In general.
Okay.
Like a really nice one.
I want to talk about hot toys. I've been collecting hot toys for well over a decade at this point. I've got 50 plus of them. And early on, hot toys were perfectly liquid. I mean, if you wanted to, buy a hot toy, you could turn around, if you weren't happy with it or whatever, you could turn around and get your money plus out of it, even after eBay fees and stuff like that, without too much of a problem, super quick. Right?
Yeah.
However, Hot Toys has started to re-release figures. And at first it was a complete just re-release. The exact same figure done a second time.
But was it with better plastic, better quality?
No. At first it was just the same shit.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And then they started doing, we like the Iron Man, sales machine. So we're going to start, doing more and more Iron Man. And then they started doing the die-cast ones. And then they started even re-releasing the die-cast ones. I will say that you can get more money out of Hot Toys, percentage-wise, I think, than your average action figure.
I like Zombie's comment. When it comes to cashing in on investment, it's only worth what someone's willing to spend on it.
Yep.
Period.
That's the truth behind it. Yeah.
That is the truth. So
it's just
any investment
is
a risk. That's
Sorry,
it.
Trey, I didn't hear you.
Any investment is a risk.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. And you should not buy something like an action figure unless you value that action figure yourself, unless you want that, because if it turns into not worth anything, well, you've still got it, right?
Right.
You spent your money on it. You had better be able to get your own personal value out of that.
So weekend,
one second. Everyone, listen to Jeff right here. My investments go into stock and retirement portfolio, not toys.
Yes,
I 100% agree with that. Go buy stocks. Go buy dividend income stocks where they pay you for holding on to it.
Okay, I'm going to throw a curveball at you guys and chat. Lego.
I mean, I feel the same thing about Lego, to be honest. Again, Lego has completely increased in value over time. But at the same time, though, like, if I go to, like, let's just say, like, you go to the neighbor's garage sale or something, you're going to find a bunch of Lego sitting around that they don't know about.
However, I will say this, that if you know what you're buying with Lego, it is a pretty solid investment.
Right.
There are actually websites and YouTube channels solely dedicated to strictly investing in Legos, buying Lego sets to turn around at a certain point and make money on.
And so that gets to the point of, do you want to spend that time and effort in doing that? So what I was going to hit on is next weekend, or this coming weekend, is 5 years at NC Underground. We've been having events, live events with people and buy, sell, trade toys, and every once in a while I'll get a figure, I'll get an extra one, and just so I can take it to the swap. And I'm not buying 5 or 10 to take them to the swap to flip them. I'm trying to help a local friend, or I'm trying to help somebody out so that, maybe somebody did that so I can get one too. But I don't feel like I can spend a whole bunch of time and effort into flipping toys when I'm trying to do so many other things.
I mean, the thing with action figures in general is some of them don't appreciate and value
right
for a very long time. Like, I mean,
you've $5.
I mean, no, it's not even just Ollies, but it's just in general. Like, you guys both have seen my man cave. Some of those figures have been sitting in those, I guess, in like shelves in general or boxed up for like years.
Yeah.
Well, Mezco was nuts valuable on the second market during the pandemic.
For the longest time, I agree. But think about it. When people started I bought a ton of Mezcos around 2022, 23. They were like, I mean, literally, I was Mezco Netflix Daredevil. It used to be like $200-$300. I bought it for $75. I got a Netflix Punisher for $75. People were giving them away at that point for the longest time because Mezco somehow it nosedived.
It's
not
like
just
that.
Mezco in general, like most toy lines just nosedived. People were just buying them for so cheap. I mean, most of my Gomez's,
what, $40 now? You can find them.
You could probably find Destro like incomplete for like $40, $50.
I bought one complete in the box for $50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I believe it because I think Amazon probably has it for $60 right now. To be honest,
probably.
Yeah,
and that's brand new. So
yeah,
I mean, you're rolling the dice with any of this stuff. So spend your money wisely. Go invest it in the stock market or something.
If you're buying stuff to turn around and sell it, I really at least hope that you're buying stuff that you like, and if you get saddled with it, you still are able to get some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah,
and that's the biggest end of the story is like you want to invest into stuff that you personally like. So when it doesn't move, or if it doesn't like, if you want to be happy with your stuff.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And that's the thing I love about when we do the toy swaps is if there's something I'm ready to get rid of, I take it there, and then I buy the stuff that I do want. And that's how I'm actually able to have a lot of this stuff, is by going to those events and buying a Cobra Trooper every time I go or every time I see one. So that's how I built the army. It wasn't I bought 70 Cobra Troopers at one time. I bought it over time. And
don't lie, Trey. You know you bought like 25 or 30 of them at one time.
Well, those were probably yours.
Yeah, probably. Because I was giving them away.
$20 and they're going for 30, 35 most of the time.
We have Zakanen. What's up, man?
Zakanen, what's up?
Yo, what's happening?
But yeah, no, in general though, like flipping toys is just one of those things that, I mean, in the short term it might work great, but you have to be always on the market. You have to always be researching it. You have to always making sure that these prices are not, they fluctuate like always.
I think some people can do it. Some people can do it.
If you have the time for it. I mean, like for Mythic Legions, for the longest time I was doing that.
Yeah.
But like today, I've been sitting on figures from like a year to like 2 years old. They're still brand new in box, and I can't even at this point I'm going to just give them away as a giveaway because no one wants to buy them.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I have to sell them for $25, I don't really care at that point. I'm just like, listen, I'll just do a giveaway.
Yeah.
So I went on the CMD store and bought I bought Raptor, Road Pig, and a couple of the other 60th anniversary classified Joes, and I thought they would come in before I got everything else, and they didn't. Well, CMD store, you're not really going to be able to cancel that stuff, so they came in, and I took them to the swap.
Mhm.
Well, they're hot enough now that I could trade for these guys, so that's what I traded. 5 different.
But you know, the funny
3Ds
thing is
for.
that set has currently gone down in value too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a great figure. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna
Right.
enjoy the hell out of it. I would recommend cutting off the tie because then it's not as green. But
I dig the tie. I dig the tie, the eyeballs, and the yeah.
I mean,
And
all mine don't have any of the skull heads on them. To be honest.
Oh,
I like this. We like the skulls. here.
I love skulls. Trust me, but I love the pink skulls.
Yeah.
All right.
we haven't moved the skulls in a while.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alan always
Just
wants
like
to move.
honk it. There you go.
Ooh, fondling the skull. That's a new
There
one.
you go. But it's just in general, like, you know, like again, I had a failed business in action figures, and you know, when we had to shut down the shop, I mean, I literally brought home boxes that stacked up as tall as I was, and I took a picture of it, and I started giving away some of that stuff. Granted, the first weekend, literally, I brought it home on a Saturday, and once we closed up the shop from the partnership, I literally made 3 Facebook posts. I had about 17 or 18 Mezco Wolverines, deluxe Wolverines, brand new in box. I had 3 Justice League 3-packs. I had a bunch of WWE Ultimate wrestling figures. Since I'm a big wrestling fan, I knew wrestling really well. And I was like, I know I could sell these very quickly. I took 3 pictures, put them on Facebook, and they all sold by Sunday. They're all gone. Most of except for the one I was like, you know, I kind of want a second Ric Flair, so I put that in my shelf for myself. But everything else sold out very quickly. But
John's got a good point here that you hold on to something too long, you risk it reissued, or remade, and
that's also very true.
There's definitely a lot to be said for the timing of trying to turn figures around. I mean, there's a hot spot. You know,
I got you, dude.
Hit up Leon.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, Leon. Thanks for coming hang out with us.
Hit me up, man. I definitely have a lot of inventory sitting around.
He's always ready to sell.
Well, guys, I
pay for that leisure Scotland trip.
I think we're closing in on our time here. I hope we've talked that one out enough.
I got one more thing. One more simple question for each of you.
My butt hurts, so I better bake it quick.
Okay. If you could go back in time to your childhood and pick out one figure that you would have that would be from your childhood, which one would it be?
Well, I'm lucky that I've got a few of them already.
Yep.
And those few that I have, I'm very happy about. Going back and thinking about what else I would kind of pull out that I would want to keep. Probably my Generation 1 Optimus.
Yep.
You know,
Megatron.
I still have that one, you know, that I played with, because you can go and get them. They're readily available. Yeah, they're kind of pricey, but it's not the same as the ones that I've had this thing for, you know, this many decades, you know.
Right. What do you have from that era?
So I've got a Shogun Warrior figure.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a 5-inch tall die-cast Shogun Warrior that I showed off previously. I've also got a Robotech Cyclone that was from my childhood. That one is a super cool figure. I am, you know, taking that one to my grave. I'm trying to think if I've got anything else. I've got some others, but they're not as vintage as those guys.
Right.
So yeah.
Abby, what about you?
I mean, honestly speaking, when I was a kid, my parents really didn't buy me a lot of toys. Like, I mean, I had a bunch of like random hand-me-down. I had some GI Joes and some DC stuff, but like just thinking about it, I didn't really have much. That's probably why I go ham a lot today, especially like getting back into like action figures as an adult. But I mean, realistically, like if anything, I was a wrestling collector when I was younger. especially as a kid, because that was everything was wrestling. Wrestling was life.
Right.
So, and all the wrestling figures from back in the day compared to today are very different. Like I have most of my favorite wrestlers, multiples, and like different versions with different outfits and all that stuff. So yes, I have most of my wrestling stuff that I enjoyed as a child.
Nice.
Um,
I think for me, it would probably be some G.I. Joe stuff, definitely. I have acquired several of the things 3.75 that I had as a kid, but it would be really cool to have the things from my childhood. And then I do have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shredder that I found at my parents' that was my original shredder.
That's cool.
That is probably my only full figure. It's not complete, but I did find the headdress to Mumra, and so I bought a figure and swords to go with it.
Nice.
So those are the only two pieces that I've found from my childhood. Outside of, I have some F-18, F-14, F-15, and F-16 that are die cast that I kept and never got rid of, and I have those here, and those are probably my prized possession from my childhood because I absolutely loved planes. I was obsessed with them. So, but what brought that on was my brother sent me a picture of my brother's 11 years older than me, so he's 55, and he sent me a picture of a 12-inch cowboy set that he had from the mid.
Do you have the picture you want to
share?
share?
Yeah, I have the picture. I can show it. So if you get a share, I'll show the picture. So he took a screen. He was watching the show the other day. And he sent me a picture of it. He's like, I had this when I was a kid. So that kind of made me want to bring up that. What would you have from when you were a child?
I like it. Pulling on the nostalgia feelings right there as we're finishing the show up.
Right.
That sentimental feeling.
Yep, there it is. So he had this cool Johnny West. He said I had that entire thing with the horse, and I looked it up on eBay. Just the figure and stuff is about $99. The horse is a little bit. These are all vintage toys, and I don't know. Maybe we're going to Retro Toy Con. Maybe I'll run into it there.
Yeah.
But I never know he had this. This was from, he was 11 when I was born, so he had this when I wasn't even around. So, but I just thought it was cool.
That is cool.
It looks cool. You probably would have found something like that at Joe Lanta as well. Thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, I think you should find it for him. That would be
awesome. That'd be a cool Christmas present.
That would be
very cool. Hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to, Trey, I know you're kind of, you've got a thing for cowboys and Western stuff. Did you hear that there's going to be a Cowboy Odious?
Ooh.
Yeah,
okay.
Apparently Wade's doing another Kickstarter with a few different versions.
Cowboys are a
I thought the next one was a military one.
He showed a military one off, but he mentioned doing a cowboy one, and I think there were a couple others that he was talking about too. So maybe that's going to be multiples in the Kickstarter.
Western's a line that nobody's really done in the 1/12 scale. Chicken Fried Toys is doing 1/12.
It's Kato. Yeah, Kato's making the whole Western line.
Awesome. I can't wait for that. So
that'd be cool.
We'll have to get him on to talk about it because and he's got a comic coming too. So,
well, guys,
welcome to the chat as we're ending it.
What's that?
I said, Wes, welcome to the chat as we're ending it soon.
Yeah, as we're ending it. But, buddy, catch us on the replay squad.
Yep.
And I want to put a shout out to everybody who joined us. I think this was a fun show. We love having you out there. We try to interact with you guys all the time, whether it's just pulling up comments, but we try to even pay attention to those. And so, we're pretty happy with the way things have been going. It's awesome that we're sitting here at, 26 viewers, been slowly kind of creeping up as the show's gone on. Maybe that means that you guys are digging the conversation. But go back and watch the rest of the episode if you come in late, because we had some cool stuff we were showing off, some special things this time around that was really cool. So hit that like button, subscribe. Next week we might have some guests.
Smash it. You gotta smash the like button.
Share it to other people.
Get it.
Tell your friends about it.
Get it.
Come hang out.
Take advantage of it.
Yep. So next show we might have some special guests. It sounds like.
Yep.
So
Is
look
it
forward to
confirmed?
that one.
It
Zakanian
is not confirmed yet, but I'm
Right.
pretty sure it will be by the end of the night.
All
right,
right, there you
Zakanian. Yeah, catch us on the replay squad, and we appreciate you guys all for coming out. It's super awesome to have you again. I can't tell you,
Oh, Dave got Turbo Man.
how much it how much joy this brings us. So we appreciate it. Peace.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Take care.